This is Brad McDonald, Atlas Recruiter, here with...
My name is Michael Skrepsy. I'm a nurse that travels around. I've been doing this for about 3.5 years. I've been an ICU nurse for about 12 now. Kind of been all over the place.
Yeah, well, Cancun, the craziest trip of my life. Best vacation I've ever been on. Made a bunch of friends from there. We're all travel nurses. I was still traveling at the time. Met Mike. We became best friends pretty much immediately.
Yep.
Now we're kind of like brothers.
Yep. So the pros. So having traveled before COVID, before things became very mainstream even, I would still have said I wish I had done it sooner. The reality to that is because, you know, it gets you out, it gets you moving around, but it also, you get to experience new things, get to see new things, and you realize that you don't have to be stuck in that one place doing that one thing. For me, it's kind of easier because it's easier to get up and move around, and I understand sometimes that's a little bit on the harder side to get up and jump. The harder things are, in all honesty, I travel by myself. It's one of those things of, if you're uncomfortable being a new person in a new place by yourself, it's a hard thing. Honestly, the best thing I can say, and what I did on most of my contracts, is I just stick my head outside the rooms and say, I'm doing this, anybody want to go? It's, especially nowadays, they're getting a little bit better with apps and Facebook groups and things about meeting new people. Other cons, in all honesty, giving up my seniority at my old hospital was a hard thing to do, but it's a very small price to pay for what you gain. So those are my two biggest cons, I would say. The reality is he's always there. If I need anything, if I need a question, a text, anything, I can get a hold of him whenever I need to. Other thing is, I am a very laid back person, and so is he. I'm not gonna bother him, he's not gonna bother me unless we really need something, but if I need something, I know he's there immediately. So it makes it very, very easy to do. One of the hardest things I had to learn was the ability to be comfortable quickly, because you only get 1 or 2 shifts. Sometimes you don't even get an orientation shift in some of these hospitals during situations. Especially when COVID was as bad as it was, you didn't get anything. So you really have to be able to learn the system, learn the physicians, learn the nurses, learn your coworkers, just so you can float. And then you start thriving more and more as the time goes on. But I'd say that's probably the hardest thing of the actual job itself. The advice that I would give to them, and actually I would give it to myself back in the day as well, is just go, do things, make friends, try things. The one thing that I said about myself when I started traveling is that I would become a yes man in a way. I rarely say no to anything that people want to do. I'll try anything once at least. I'll go out to eat, go hiking, go scuba diving, snorkeling, any of these things, just to have that experience, because in all honesty, you're never going to miss those experiences once you have them. In all honesty, I knew a little bit about Atlas prior to working with Brad, but it's because Brad was a travel nurse and told me about Atlas. I am the kind of person where I have gone to whatever company was paying me the most. I really never felt any camaraderie from my companies. They were a source of income and that was all. But then I met Brad and we became best friends here, and it's one of those situations where he gives 110%, and he gives that to Atlas and he gives that to me. And I've never had that with at least 7 of the other companies that I've worked with. So hopefully, I would like to get back out to Hawaii. That's kind of been, I don't know, it's where I found my peace, especially out there. So that's where I'm hoping to go. Get out there maybe around Thanksgiving time or so.
Gives me a reason to go there too. I want to put them there, man.
I know.
I'm looking forward to it.
I know.
We're going to get you there.
That's right. That's right. That's what I expect.